Yay. Hi there, YouTube. All right, let me get Facebook going. Yay. There we go. We are live. Hello, gorgeous and happy Goddess Temple Sunday. If you're just meeting me for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Abiola. This is Goddess Temple Sunday, your blast of inspiration, motivation, and transformation to set your week off right. You can join me live Sundays, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook.com/Abiola TV and YouTube at Planet Abiola. Facebook at Abiola TV and YouTube at Planet Abiola. Okay, so today is a big day for us. So we want to jump right in because we are on day number 10. And we know that 10 is a very powerful number. Day number 10 of our Lightworkers Unite Challenge. If you haven't been doing it, just for 28 days, put light into the world and allow light to come back in. Okay, hashtag Lightworkers Challenge and share wherever you share. It is also Palm Sunday for people who celebrate. And so I want to acknowledge that. And I know that, for a lot of people, the ritual of being in a church or celebratory space, you're not getting to experience that, and I want to acknowledge that. For people also celebrating Passover is coming up, I want to acknowledge that as well, and all of that falls in line with what we're going to be talking about today. Today we are going to be working through the 7 stages of grief that we have all been experiencing or will experience due to loss of whatever it is during this current pandemic situation. And we're going to raise the vibration, raise our energy, and allow ourselves to what? Feel our feelings. So let's get started. Let's get started. Hello, goddesses. The goddesses are gathering. I know that some goddesses are over on YouTube. People are on Instagram. People are like, well, where are you? That is part of what we are experiencing, is a part of this loss of consistency. So for a while, we had a great group where I was broadcasting simultaneously on these platforms at the same time. And right now I'm in my quarantine bunker. I'm broadcasting from the quarantine bunker. That's what I have dubbed it, in my parents' home where I am quarantining with them. And if you recognize this sofa, it was my sofa that was gifted to me. Thank you for the heart, by the late, great, my Aunt Sylvie. And I kept it for a really long time, longer than I wanted to hold on to it, because I felt like losing the sofa was losing a piece of her. But it's here, and it has not been lost. Just like the things that we are mourning, if they've been lost, they are shifted. So yes, for the quarantine bunker. I also, before we get into our gratitude and tap through these 7 stages of grief, I want to acknowledge this robe that I'm wearing. Yes, for quarantine bunker robe chic. Come through, robe. Yes. This is a gift from my dad. Thank you, Daddy. This is a gift from my dad because I am here feeling a bit homesick from my apartment and my pink velvet sofa and all of that. And I don't have a robe here because we'll talk about it, but I was not anticipating that this was going to be an ongoing thing. And so he ordered me this robe. So yes, for robe chic in the quarantine bunker. All right, so the goddesses are gathering. Hello, goddesses. Welcome to Goddess Temple Sunday. Hit the share button, hit the thumbs up, hit the like, hit whatever is going to get our algorithm and our alignment off right. Yes. Okay, great. I am excited that you're here, and I'm excited that with everything that is going on, because everything has moved online, that you chose to still come and hang with me and spend this time with us together as a circle. This is a part of our ritual of evolution and our ritual of of having a safe space to come to. So I'm so glad that you're here. Pass it on, hit the share button, share with somebody, bring a friend to work day, so that we know that we are all in this together. Okay, so let's begin with some gratitude, because no matter what we are feeling, you may be feeling grief, anger, stress, overwhelm, confusion, all of those things that we're going to get into in a bit. But we always bring it back to gratitude. We always bring it back to gratitude, because if you are able to see this, if you are able to hear my voice, if you are able to, even if you can't hear my voice or can't see it and you are still here in the circle, we have something to be grateful for. Okay? Yes? Yes. All right. So let's just bring it on in. I want you to come present. Come present into your body. And take a nice, big, deep, fat belly breath. Nice, big, deep, fat belly breath. And think about this beautiful global sisterhood that we are. And we want to reach around the big, beautiful globe and take the hand energetically of the sisters to the left of you. Okay, hey there, sisters over there in Atlanta, Georgia. I see you. And we want to take a big, deep breath and take the hand energetically of the sisters to the right of us. The Netherlands. Yes. Nice to see you, Goddess. And we bring it all together with Mother, Father, God. Thank you so very much for this sacred gift of bringing us all together today. Thank you so very much for choosing us for another day to fulfill your mission here on this incredible planet that you have gifted us with. We ask you to please continue to remind us that no matter what we are experiencing, that if we have opened our eyes today, that our mission is not yet complete. Help us to remember to be in a state of deep gratitude for the basic things that a lot of other people are needing and wanting: food, shelter, and clothing. Help us to be generous in this time of our own stress, to remember that we are all in this together. And we thank you for this lesson, for reminding us, for helping us to slow things down, for helping us to come back to center. Thank you for being a source of support for us in this time of grief, in this time of uncertainty, in this time of confusion. And help us to remember that as long as we stay rooted, as long as we know that we are connected with you, as long as we know that we are plugged into the source of all that is, as long as we stay in alignment with love and with joy and with well-being, as long as we continue to allow ourselves to feel what we feel, to be who we are, as long as we know that we are here for a purpose, and that we are here with you, and that you have us, and that we are safe, and it is safe to be safe, that we can remember that all is well, that all is well, even when it appears not to be. Please continue to guide us, to keep us, to take care of those who are without. Please continue to help us on this journey, and help us to know at any point in time where you would have us go, what you would have us do, what you would have us say, and to whom. In your name, we say, Amen, Ashe, and so it is, 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 and so it is. Grand rising goddesses. Yes, happy Sunday. Hello, Goddess Marianne, Goddess Jamie, Goddess Giovanna, Goddess, I see Nathaniel's in the house, Goddess Cherise, all of you. Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so as I said, we are on day 10 of the Lightworkers Unite Challenge, hashtag Lightworkers Unite. You can find all of my videos on Instagram at Abiola TV. And I have been sharing videos that I didn't get a chance to share that have been on my hard drive or, on my phone or whatever, that, looking back at nostalgically, like, oh, I remember when I did that, or I was here, or, and some of you may be feeling that as well. And this week I was really trying to figure out, having a conversation with my sister after having conversations with so many people who I love, because my family lives in the hot zones in the Northeast, in New York, New Jersey, and Maryland, DC area, why people are still not just following the guidelines and keeping your booties at home so that we can flatten this curve and move forward together, and you can stay healthy and keep the folks around you healthy. And I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, the people that I'm calling and texting and talking to are really smart people. And maybe you're experiencing some of the same. Maybe you're the one that I need to be telling, keep your booty at home. Keep your booty at home. Let's flatten this curve. Let's get, things in alignment and stop spreading this situation. And what I realized, I prayed on it and I meditated on it, and what I came to was that, yes, there are some people who, maybe feel like, okay, well, it can't happen to me, or wouldn't happen to me, or whatever it is. There's some people who are watching bad news sources. There are people who, all kinds of, those kinds of reasons. But then there are a lot of us who are in grief. I think that all of us actually are in grief, and there are different stages of grief. And one of them is denial. Denial is a very, very strong stage of grief. And so this is an important conversation for the light workers. All of you who are here are light workers, because that's who I've called to this conversation. Hello, Goddess Lanier. I see light workers. I look at this just at the chat of who is checking in, and I see light workers, I see priestesses, I see ministers, I see coaches, I see healers, I see, Reiki goddesses. I see people who are here who have tribes. And so, I'm so grateful, for this calling of bringing us together for this conversation. And please take it back to your tribes. My tribal leaders, take it back to your tribes. You're not any loss that if you are, heading out and all of those things, one of my beautiful big cousins who I love, in the Guyanese culture, like, you don't call folks old, older than you, full mouth, full name, whatever. So one of my cousins who, is old enough that I would revere her by putting cousin in front of her name, said to me when I called her and was like, keep your booty at home. She was like, yeah, I love going to the market. Well, yeah, I love going to the market too. We all love going to the market, but I also love having you alive, and I love having you well, and I love having you safe. And so, I am imploring you to please stay home, keep yourself safe, keep your loved ones safe, because we want to be able to move forward together. Yes, we have, we are grieving several things. First of all, acknowledgements and love to everybody in our circle who is grieving loss of life. We are here with you. I am so very sorry for your loss. I'm so very sorry for the loss of your loved ones. And my deepest, deepest condolences. My deepest condolences. And we acknowledge that there are lives that are being lost, that this is a very real thing. This is not a hoax. We're not making this up. This is a very real thing that has happened, throughout time. There have been pandemics, but it is very personal if the loss of life is connected to you. So deep bow and deep, deep love to anyone who is experiencing the loss of life grief, the loss of life. We love you. We acknowledge you. And then, the rest of us who are experiencing loss of just certainty, loss of opening your eyes in the morning and feeling like, okay, everything is being okay, loss of income, loss of opportunities, loss of connection. I was so looking forward to getting to hug your faces at our beautiful retreat in New York State. I've been receiving emails from people who I have not yet even connected with ever before, in an exchange, but people who are like, oh my gosh, I was looking forward to surprising you at the retreat. I had bought my ticket and I was looking forward to going, and we will do that again. We will do that again. We know that we will do that again. Okay, that it will all work out. Every day in every way, things are working out for me. Type it in the comments. Every day, in every way, things are working out for me. Every day, in every way, things are working out for me. So we're experiencing loss of income, loss of opportunities, loss of jobs, loss of certainty, loss of, just our regular patterns. And don't feel that whatever grief that you are experiencing is too small to acknowledge, because it can be feel very real that if this person is experiencing, loss of a loved one, and you're experiencing loss of a job or income, or, getting to graduate. A lot of my cousins, aren't getting to walk in their graduation, that, okay, well, I shouldn't be feeling that because at least I have this and I'm not experiencing that. No, it's all grief. It is all grief. And whatever you feel is whatever you feel. Type it in the comments. Whatever I feel is whatever I feel. And we acknowledge it. And it's not wrong or bad that if you are feeling loss of opportunities, or even just loss of being able to go to the movies with your friend, there are things that are going to change in a big way, and that's what life is. It's evolution. I don't know how we would be able to sit in a movie theater with people, hear people coughing and sneezing as people do, and feel safe in our bodies. So it all has to come from us being rooted and not seeking external safety, but knowing that the safety has to be from us being rooted and connected to the source of all that is. Because external safety, as we see, is an illusion, has been an illusion, is something that can be given and can be taken away. But what cannot be given, what cannot be taken away by any external thing, is your connection to the source of all that is. Goddess Melissa shared a beautiful prayer. Wonderful. So perfect. Thank you, Goddess Melissa. I love you. And I'm so glad that you are a sister in this beautiful tribe that we have all co-created together. The prayer that she shares is from Roma Downey. Lord, send your angels to us in this time of need. Yes, please heal the sick and protect the vulnerable. Strengthen those who serve others and comfort those who are alone and isolated. We need you, Lord. Please have mercy on us. Have your angels wrap their wings around the planet and bring us safely through. Amen. Yes. Thank you, Goddess Melissa, for sharing that. Yes. Oh my goodness. I absolutely felt that. Yes. Type it in the comments. You two who are watching on replay, every day, in every way, things are working out for me. Things are working out for me. As we know, if you live long enough on this planet, that we experience everything, that things ebb and they flow, and that this too, like everything else, shall pass. Type it in the comments. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. Everything transitions. Everything passes. The only thing that is permanent is, again, source energy. That is the only permanence in this universe. That, grass blades grow, grass blades die. People are born, people pass, people transition. The only thing that is certain is our connection to source energy. And however you are allowing yourself to feel and acknowledge that, we acknowledge our ancestors. We acknowledge the ascended masters. We acknowledge our angels. We acknowledge all of those who are here, who are doing work on the ground, boots on the ground, people who are delivering our food to us. And may folks never fix their mouths again to talk about that people shouldn't be getting a raise, or that the minimum wage should be some low number when people are out there risking their lives. All of the postal carriers who are bringing us our package, the people who are still working in factories, the farmers who are still, creating food for us. All of the doctors and the nurses, all of you, we acknowledge you, and we are so grateful for you. Thank you so much for taking good care of us. Thank you so much for supporting us as a global community. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so the way that we want to honor them is by doing the things that we know that we are able to control, which are, washing your hands, keeping your butt at home, not touching your face. And now they say wearing a mask, creating a mask if you don't have access, which most of us do not. I know I'm in an audience full of people that we got scarves. We all tie a scarf on our head at night for the most part, a lot of us. And so, creating a mask for yourself. This too shall pass. Yes, Goddess Jamie. Yes, Goddess Marianne. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. Absolutely. This too shall pass. Hit the share button. Hit the share button and put some positivity on your timeline. Hit the share button and put some love on your timeline. Because you come as one, but you stand as 10,000. You got everybody with you. You got your ancestors with you. You have your ascended masters with you. You got the sun, or the sun, S-U-N or S-O-N, however you want to spell it and acknowledge it with you, that you are safe, and it is safe to be safe. Type that in the comments. I am safe, and it is safe to be safe. I am safe, and it is safe to be safe. I am safe, and it is safe to be safe. And so as we grieve, including the loss of our rituals, so for people who go to church on Palm Sunday and receive their palm, maybe you can make one, maybe you can just visualize one and think about one, like, okay, because all of these things, the symbols that we have, these rituals that we have, yes, they're symbols, yes, they're rituals, but it's important. And it matters. And don't let anyone tell you that the things that you feel are important to you matter. So yes, we're gathering here. We're gathering here together. But there is still, you not being in connection in a physical way with the people that you are wanting to be in connection with. Okay, so we acknowledge it. Yes, this too shall pass. So the 5 stages of grief that most of us have been taught from the Elizabeth Kubler-Ross model. Originally, she came up with this system in the 60s by acknowledging people who were dying, and then transferred this to the stages of grief. So it was the grief that people were experiencing over their own loss of life that was pending. And she realized that the same patterns echoed in us seeing loved ones who we were losing. But these patterns, which have now been extended to 7 stages of grief, we acknowledge that we are experiencing through everything that we lose, whether it is a loss of a job, or a loss of a relationship, or the loss of an opportunity. And what is really challenging for us, what's really challenging for us is that we don't know what the answer will be. So when we have a grief ritual known as a homegoing ceremony in our community, or a funeral, we know that, okay, we've put that person in the earth, or we've cremated that person, and we are then able to release them to an extent and create a new normal around that loss. For all of us right now who are in this situation, I want to acknowledge that we are in something that we have never experienced before, where we don't know what the answer will be. Even during 9/11, and I was a full grown adult living in Manhattan, when 9/11 happened, and it was terrible. Terrible. The worst thing that we could imagine, that I could imagine globally happening, as a global community at that time. I could smell from where I lived burning flesh and burning steel, and it was horrible, horrible. But there was, even as we knew that, okay, that had happened, we were then grieving it past tense. It happened and we were then grieving it. But we don't know right now what the timeline is. They're doling it out and saying, okay, one more week, one more month, one more whatever. We don't know. And so right now, I want you to allow yourself to be fine with the uncertainty. And the only way to do that is to surrender control and realize that we were never in control to begin with, and that all in that sense is well. Type into the comments, I surrender. I surrender. I release the need for control. I surrender and I release the need for control. And so that's why it's been so beautiful watching Goddess Jamie and Goddess, all of you, Goddess Coach Roz, all of your beautiful videos that you've been doing instinctively and through the Light Worker Challenge, as you're putting, this light into the world. And light worker, don't let that be a scary term for you. All it means is that you are someone who acknowledges the light and shines it into the world. If you acknowledge the light and you shine it into the world, you are a light worker, a light carrier, a light warrior, a light bringer. And so let's tap through these stages of grief that we are all experiencing and have compassion and love for ourselves and for each other. Type into the comments, I have compassion for myself. I have compassion for myself. Don't beat yourself up for being not productive, or why can't I do this, or why is it taking me an hour to send an email. It's because you are in a situation that is unprecedented, and whatever you feel is whatever you feel. So the way we're going to tap today is going to be different than the ways that we have tapped previously. It's all right. Just tap along. Repeat after me. It is all good. It is all good. It is all God. Okay? All right. So we're going to just tap. We start here with what is known as the karate chop point. If you've never tapped before, don't know what I'm doing, it's okay. Just do it. Repeat the words, and you can Google Abiola and EFT or Abiola and tapping afterward and find the science. Yes. Okay. So just tap. And let even just that be soothing to you. We're going to start with the first of the 7 stages of grief, shock and denial. I feel shock. Repeat after me. I feel shock. I feel denial. I feel denial. Even though I feel shock and denial, I'm tapping the top of my head, I choose to love, honor, and accept myself. Even though I feel shock and denial, I choose to love, honor, and cherish myself. Pain and guilt. I'm tapping here, the eyebrow points, the inner eyebrow. Pain and guilt. This pain feels unbearable. I have lost something important. I have lost many things that matter. I will be gaining too. And I acknowledge that. But this pain and guilt, that my problems may not be as bad as someone else's. I skipped the under the arm points. Okay, we'll come back to it. Even though I feel pain and guilt, I choose to love, honor, and accept myself. Anger. I am so angry. There's so much misinformation. One day they say don't wear masks. The next day they say wear a mask. My income is uncertain. My family is uncertain. And this makes me angry. This makes me upset. I feel like striking a bargain. I feel like bargaining I feel like bargaining through this pain. I feel like bargaining through this pain. But I don't know how to bargain and who to bargain with. I don't know how to bargain and who to bargain with. I know that income came and went before. Income comes and goes, it's what it does. So right now I'm choosing to trust. I'm trusting that my income is increasing. I'm choosing to believe that my health is increasing. I am choosing to believe that my health is well. I'm choosing to believe that my loved ones are safe. I know that money flows to me easily and effortlessly. Money flows to me easily and effortlessly. And if I'm feeling anger, that's okay. It is okay to feel it and okay to release it. It is okay to feel it and okay to release it. It is okay to feel it and okay to release it. Depression. Loss creates depression. It is okay to feel depressed. It is okay to feel sad. Moods fluctuate like the tides. And what goes up must come down. But what comes down must go up. What comes down must go up. I acknowledge how I feel. And it's okay to feel sad. It's also okay to feel glad. It feels so good to laugh. It feels so good to smile. I feel joyful. And it's safe to feel joyful. I needed a break anyway. Whew. I'm glad that things have been put on pause a bit. I needed a moment to reflect. I don't know who I'll be at the end of this. But I know I'll be a good person. I know I'll be a great person. Because I'm already a great person. I'm already a wonderful person. And whatever I feel is whatever I feel. Whatever I feel is whatever I feel. Because this too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. The next stage in the 7-stage grief model is the upward turn. There will be an upward turn. I feel an upward turn daily. I feel an upward turn right now. Because it's safe to feel my feelings. It is safe to feel my feelings. It is safe to feel my feelings. It is safe to be supported. It is safe to switch course. Yeah, I was doing something else before, but this may be an opportunity to do something else. This may be an opportunity to be something else. This may be an opportunity to learn and grow. This may be an opportunity to evolve. Or it may be an opportunity to catch up on some movies. It may be an opportunity to Skype and FaceTime. It may be an opportunity to eat way too many cookies. And all of that is fine. Because this too shall pass. And there will be an upward turn. There will be reconstruction. There will be working through it. There will be acceptance. There will be hope. There will be laughter and tears. Maybe all today. I might feel all of that today. And that is okay. It's fine if I was impacted less than others. And it's fine if I'm impacted more than others. I know that I will be okay. I know that I will be fine. I know that in this moment I am fine. I know that in this moment I am safe. It is okay to be scared. When scary things happen, it is okay to be scared. When overwhelming things happen, it is okay to be overwhelmed. When uncertain things happen, it is okay to be uncertain. I am safe, and it is safe to be safe. I am healthy, and it is safe to be healthy. I am abundant, and it is okay to be abundant. I will get through this. I will survive this. I will thrive, because that's what I do. And I will support those who need supporting. I will hold space for those who are also grieving. I acknowledge loss of life. I acknowledge loss of income. I acknowledge loss of safety. And we are safe. And it is safe to be safe. All of those things can be true at once. All of those things can be true at once. And I surrender. I surrender. I surrender. I surrender. Because Spirit has my back. My God has my back. My ancestors have my back. My ascended masters have my back. My angels have my back. And I have my back. And I am my neighbor's keeper. I give and I receive. I give love and receive love. I give money and receive money. And for this, I am so grateful. And for this, I am so grateful. And for this, I am so very grateful. Take a deep breath. And just know whatever you are feeling is whatever you are feeling. Yes, Coach Froz, all is well with my soul. Type that in the comments. All is well with my soul. Hello, Goddess Nisha and Goddess Rosie. All is well with my soul. Yes. Okay, good. Are you receiving that today? Are you receiving that? We are receiving that today. 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 I have a sacred assignment for you. So Friday, we all gathered on trying to do movie night and watch The Secret together. And we had technical difficulties because I was trying to do a bootleg stream to YouTube at the same time of doing the Netflix party, and it would not play. So we have 2 assignments. So for those of you doing Lightworker Challenge, continue hashtag Lightworkers Unite. You can start at any time, 28 days, sharing your magic on whatever platform you share it with. But here's your homework. So we're going to get together this Friday again, Lightworkers Unite, and watch The Secret. You can find all the information at womanifesting.com/The Secret, womanifesting.com/The Secret. The links are right below whatever you are watching this on. All right, lightworkers.com. Oh, no. All right, projecting, womanifesting.com/The Secret, womanifesting.com/The Secret. In the meanwhile, I want you to make a vision board. Unlike any vision board you have created before, where you are going to call in whatever you are calling in, one thing, make it a vision board for one thing, because there's a lot that we're calling in, but one thing that you are wanting to invite into your life as we move forward. Okay. Vision board challenge. One thing, make a vision board, and it can be, you can use, if you have, it can be this small if that's what you have access to, or this big if that's what you have access to. A vision board for one thing. All right. Woo. A lot of energy here, goddesses. A lot of energy. I love you so much. I love you, and I acknowledge you so much. We not only will make it through this, we are walking through this, we are thriving through this, and we are grieving through this. And I acknowledge everything that we are losing and everything that we have lost. And I am also acknowledging at the same time things that we are gaining that we don't know yet. And none of, your loss, any potential loss that you have experienced or that our families have experienced is not a sacrifice for the thriving that you will experience. It just is what it is. And we are trusting and believing. We are surrendering. We are releasing the reins, and we are knowing that all is well. Type it in the comments. All is well. Goddess Rosie Reed gave us our last affirmation for the day. I am not stuck at home. I am safe at home. Yes, I am not stuck at home. I am safe at home. I am not stuck at home. I am safe at home. I am not stuck at home. I am safe at home. So that is it today from the quarantine bunker. I love you like cook food. Be seen, be heard, be an amazing movement because you already are. Namaste, goddess. Namaste, namaste, namaste. I acknowledge you. Yes. Hit the share button. Hit the share button. Hit the share button. Yes, goddesses. I am not stuck at home. I am safe at home. I am not stuck at home. I am safe at home.